Kentucky with quality flooring and workmanship. Perry's Floors and More carries luxury vinyl plank and luxury vinyl tile, carpet, window treatments, and more. Brands like Mannington, Shaw, Tarkett, Beaulieu, and Flexitech. Quality brands, excellent customer service combined with 40 years experience is why they say you can walk on our reputation. See Bill and Lucy at Perry's Floors and More, 127 West Market Street, Princeton.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouthwatering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
Hello, this is Dorsey Ridley. My roots in Western Kentucky run deep. It's where I learned the importance of helping your neighbor, whether it's fixing a road or standing with teachers or other workers in the halls of Frankfort. I've always had your interest in mind. Together, we can continue to improve the quality of life for all Kentuckians. I humbly ask for you to vote for me, Dorsey Ridley, on November the 6th so I can keep fighting for quality education and good jobs. Paid for by Dorsey Ridley for State Senate.
Good morning, WPKY Morning Show coming up at 8:30. Hey, a reminder towards the end of the show today before 9 o'clock, we'll play back some of the comments made by the judge executive candidates during the local political forum. But want to welcome Jessica Wainer in with Morgan's Funeral Home. And who's that good-looking fella besides that, Brian?
That's my husband, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing well. I always look. When I come into town early to the early morning show, I see if the light's on, and there's always something going on. That is not a 9-to-5 gig.
No,
Morgan's,
it's not.
It's all about customer service, and you guys, tell you what, I don't know how you find time to do what you do, and appreciate the service that you provide for this community. I know everybody does, but you also found some time to work on a special project, and it's called The Wall That Heals. Could you tell me a little bit about that, Jenna?
Yeah, we're really excited to bring the Wall That Heals to this area. My husband and I, Brian, we run and operate the funeral home here at Princeton, Morgan's Funeral Home, and also the funeral home in Eddyville, Lakeland Funeral Home. But my family owns funeral homes in Paducah and operate down there,
okay.
So we're actually partnering with them. And we had done some research and seen where other funeral homes throughout the country had actually sponsored this Wall That Heals. And we're really about honoring lives, and this is a way to honor lives, to honor our community, but most importantly, to honor our veterans. So this is the first time that this actual wall will be ever brought to Kentucky. It's over 400 feet long, and it's made of solid granite. And the reason that this is the first time that this wall has ever been here is this is the first wall that you can actually etch names off of, which is really cool.
I remember a Vietnam Veterans Memorial brought it one year to the Country Ham Festival in Trigg County.
Right.
It was unbelievable, unbelievable, the turnout to go see that wall, and you could just see, you knew there were some veterans there, and they were having some quiet time, and that was so touching.
Yeah,
that was very emotional.
And that's what we want to happen here. You know, there are so many veterans that we want to honor that haven't had the chance to go and to see names, and there's loved ones here that their brothers, their fathers, their uncles are on the wall, their aunts, and they've never been able to go and see it. And so we just thought it was a really good way to try and bring this whole area together to honor our veterans. The wall is actually free admission, and like you said, it's open 24 hours, so it allows people that don't want to be there amongst the hustle and bustle can go and actually have kind of a solitude moment and kind of have time to reflect. So it's open 24 hours a day. It's been pretty amazing, though. We've reached out to the communities, and we have over 30 sponsors, and we have over 300 volunteers, which is
wow.
We couldn't get it done without the volunteers. The panels are about 400 pounds each, and there's 137 of them.
Wow.
So we've just had firefighters, CrossFit gyms, people just say, what can we do to help? So it's been really amazing just to see everybody come together because everybody wants to honor the veterans.
And this wall's a little bit different because you said you'll be able
You can actually etch on this one. There's not been a wall yet that you could etch on. The one that was in here last time, I think in maybe Mayfield, was metal, and you couldn't actually etch on it. But this one actually allows you, and it comes straight from Washington, D.C., and they actually supply the paper and the pencils where you can actually go up and you can actually etch the names. And what's really cool about this wall that heals is they don't just, Washington, D.C. doesn't just send the wall and that's it. They actually send a truck that is a museum. So they, if you're not at the wall, you can actually go up to this semi-truck that unfolds and you can actually look at memorabilia.
Oh, wow.
And Washington, D.C. actually sends people that will train our volunteers the day before. And what they're training our volunteers for is to be able to help people find names on the wall. Like I said, there's 137 panels. You don't know where to go whenever you walk up to look for a name. So they're actually coming and training us, which is really, really cool of them to do that.
I'm looking at these numbers. You gave me this awesome pamphlet about the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. 58,318 names on the wall. 1,500 service members unaccounted for, 8 women on the wall, and the length of this, 375 feet. And this is going to be in Carson Park?
Carson Park in Paducah. So the big thing that we want to get out, especially from Morgan's Funeral Home, is when this wall that heals comes from Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C. will only allow it to come off the route one time. And we've decided to have the wall that heals get off the route here at Princeton. And the reason we're doing that is we're going to have an escort of the wall that heals. So on Tuesday, October 23rd, we're asking veterans, people of the community, anybody that wants to come out and see this escort parade to be at the back of Morgan's Funeral Home at 12 o'clock on Tuesday, October 23rd. We're going to hopefully have a band there. We're going to have some speakers and a prayer. And then we're actually going to leave the back of Morgan's Funeral Home in escort with the semi-trucks that hold the wall that heals. We're going to have motorcyclists. If you have a motorcycle and you want to come out and ride in the escort, you're more than welcome. We're asking for anyone with vintage cars of that area to come out and anyone with emergency vehicles. If anybody wants to be a part of this parade, you're more than welcome to come and join. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to leave at 1 o'clock on Tuesday.
All right, 1 p.m. on Tuesday the 23rd. Okay.
Yep, Tuesday the 23rd. And we're going to take 62 all the way through the small communities to Paducah.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. And what we're asking people to do is if you live along that route or you work along that route, we want everybody to be out there. Have your flags. We want the veterans to come out. We want the veterans to see how excited we are to bring these names home for them. So we will go along 62. We'll go through Eddyville. We'll go through Calvert City. And we're hoping to arrive at Carson Park around 2 o'clock on Tuesday.
So even if we don't have a motorcycle or a vintage car, or we're not a first responder, we can't actually be on the escort as it goes through 62. We could line, if we could just drive up to somewhere on Highway 62, and we're going to see the procession going toward Carson Park.
Exactly. Yeah. And the reason we're trying to make this a big deal is we want to show our veterans how excited we are for them and how much we respect them and how much we want to thank them for what they did for us.
And how fitting is Vietnam veterans, because I had 2 brothers in Vietnam, and it was not good for them when they came back. And I'm so glad that our whole mindset has changed when veterans come back now, because what a great way. It's very healing. You see a lot of men, they really get touched by this, and it's a powerful thing.
And so speaking to that, it arrives at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. We're going to be setting it up all day Wednesday, and then it actually opens up midnight, 12:01 Thursday. And what we really want people to come out to as well.
And that's the 25th,
yes,
right?
the 25th on Thursday or Wednesday night, however you want to say that. It's 12:01. Is Thursday at 6 p.m. at Carson Park. We want everybody to come out to the opening ceremony. This is where we're actually going to read the names that are from our local areas. We've gone through, we've tried to find every name of loved ones that are on the wall. We're going to honor those that are on the wall, the ones that are still living, and the ones that have passed away since the war. We want to be able to show our veterans, if they never got the appropriate thank you, we want to thank them here. So we want everyone to come out.
That's going to be a long list.
It is a long list, but we've got a couple long-winded people in our family, so we
You
should
looked
be
at
good.
Brian when you said that.
He's gonna have
Brian,
to be,
dude,
I'm
are you
not one of those people.
okay?
He's
I
not.
I don't. Have you all ever been to a Relay for Life? They have a
Yes.
Relay for Life,
Yeah.
and they'll read a list of in honor of and in memory of. I'm like, holy moly! I pray that I'd never have to do that because those folks are incredible.
Well, we're
that's
gonna
a skill.
start training. So, yeah, it should be really amazing for that opening ceremony. And Fort Campbell is actually sending a sergeant, they're sending a chaplain, and they're actually sending a band out.
Wow.
We're going to have some state representatives there. We're going to try and make it as special for the veterans as we can. And then, like I said, it's open 24 hours.
That is so awesome because I think it was the same deal in case. And there are some folks they want to come and have quiet time,
Right.
and that allows that. So technically, then from Thursday morning, 12:01 a.m., which is October 25th, through the 28th,
2:30 on Sunday.
to 2:30 on Sunday, this Vietnam Veterans Memorial, this wall will be at Carson Park in Paducah.
That's correct. Yep. And it's brought to you by Morgan's Lakeland Funeral Home in Milner and Orr. We also are partnering with WPSD and the Paducah Sun out of
That's
Paducah. It's really going to be something amazing. And, you know, we're doing this to show our thanks to them, to honor their lives, to honor the community, to honor our area. You know, this hasn't been brought here before. So we're really excited to be able to bring this to the people that, you know, the people that need it, the veterans that need to be respected
It
for
dovetails into what you do, and you honor people, you celebrate their lives, and I can't think of a better thing. And I know this is no small undertaking, and
it's been a lot of work.
Any guess you want to shoot a guess, an approximate number on volunteers that it's going to take? I mean, the sheer expense of getting it here, that's one thing, but the volunteers to make sure that thing's offloaded and that it's
right now we
guarded
have over 300, and
Wow.
we're taking more volunteers.
All right, now if I'm hearing this, I'm like, gosh, this is right up my alley. I want to volunteer. Who do I contact, and how do I go about that?
You can either call myself at Morgan's Funeral Home, Jenna Wainer. You can call the funeral home there, or you can reach out if you're closer to the Paducah locations. You can call Milner and Orr. You can get on their website, milnerandorr.com, and they actually have volunteer sign-up sheets there, or you can give me a call, and I can get in touch with them. And what's really great about the volunteer slots is you can choose a time frame that you want to volunteer, and in that time frame, you can also choose what you want to do.
Oh,
it's not
nice.
just show up and you don't know what to do. We're going to have a volunteer area for people that need to take a break, grab some water. And we're also going to have a place called Honor Hall, and that's just for veterans.
Nice.
That is for, if veterans want to be there all day, this is a place they can get food, grab a drink, sit down, and get out of the heat. We're going to have a photo booth in there for them and just a lot of memorabilia hanging up, just a place for them to go and kind of retreat to get out of the heat and the hustle and bustle of it all. So
Awesome
yeah,
thing.
we're really excited about it.
When did this idea start, and how long
My
has
mom
it taken
came
to
to
get
us
here?
probably the beginning of the year and said, I'm very excited, but I'm very nervous. We have a lot of work ahead of us. But we've had a lot of great people walk up to us and say, hey, let me take this off your plate. I'd love to help. You know, we need golf carts. We need porta potties. We need food. We need emergency personnel. We need lights. We need electricity. We need so many things, and everyone has come out and really helped us. So it's been really, really great to see all the support from the communities.
So almost 11 months of work will
Yeah.
come to fruition towards the end of
I
this
hope it
month.
doesn't rain the whole time. So
Yes, I
that's
hope
the only
not
thing we
either.
can't control.
That is an awesome, awesome thing. Brian, you're married to a dynamo, dude.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got a good one.
Well, appreciate everything you do for the communities. I mean, Lakeland and Morgan's, and then Milner and Orr, and it was so nice that we could pull all these communities together. This is just not a Princeton thing. It's not a Paducah thing. It's not an Eddyville thing. This is a Western Kentucky thing, and I love how you're going to pull them off and go through 62. I think that is an awesome thing. So
Yeah, we hope the veterans, if they can't make it to Paducah,
Yeah.
can see it then. And the other thing I will say that we're asking for is get your veterans to Paducah. A lot of them can't drive. A lot of them aren't mobile to. Some can, but, you know, we're asking people in this area to grab a van, grab a car, and just go to your church, go to your local communities, and just say, hey, I'm going to leave at 3. I'll pick you up, and just bring them down there. That's the most important thing. It's getting them there to see this, because this is for them. So
Yeah,
the other thing
I got
we're
a couple
asking for.
brothers I got to let know about
Yeah,
this.
you
This is awesome. So on display the 25th, and we mean midnight on the 25th
Right,
through the
12:01.
28th. And if you want to participate on the actual procession, it'll be leaving behind Morgan's Funeral Home 1 o'clock on the 23rd.
Yeah, on the 23rd. We're asking everyone to arrive at noon, and we'll actually pull out at 1 o'clock. So.
Good stuff. All right, what do we leave out? Anything, Jenna? Because I'm not a detail
I'm sure
guy.
I did. I'm sure I did, but just come and see, and y'all won't know what I left out. So.
All right, that's right. Well, if you think of something we left out, volunteer to do it and call Jenna.
Yep,
How
that's
about
right.
that?
Give me a call.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jenna.
Thank
you,
you.
Brian.
Thank you. We
Thanks.
appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks to Morgan's Funeral Home, Lakeland Funeral Home, Milner and Orr Funeral Home for doing this wonderful thing for our Vietnam veterans. But it's for you, too. It's something that you need to bring young people to. They need to see this, and they need to understand.
And that's the other thing. We have a lot of schools coming and bringing field trips for the kids to see this, because this is something they may not ever get to see again. So we're really excited about the schools coming out. If you are a school and you don't have a field trip, call us. We have a few slots left, but we're getting booked up pretty quick. So
sounds good. Thank you, Jenna.
All right, thank you for the
Thanks,
time.
Brian. All right, we're going to have comments from Judge Executive candidates coming up.
WPKY.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Looks like a chance of showers at about 20% today, early in the day. 84 for the high. Cloudy tonight, 67 for the overnight low, and a high Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, very warm. A high around 87 and lots of sunshine. Looks great for Friday and Saturday as well. Again today, though, a slight chance for an early shower, a high of 84 degrees.
This look at your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Health First Community Health Center.
Whether it's a new addition to your home, a family vacation, or just keeping up with the bills, let ABC Finance and its friendly staff help you with your needs. ABC Finance can help you get through the tough times and the good times. Whatever life throws your way, ABC Finance can help. So stop by and see Jody, Sarah, or Virginia today at ABC Finance, located on 62 West, the Princeton Plaza in Princeton. Phone 270-365-7444.
On September 22nd, 2018, an application to assign the licenses of WPKY Princeton, Kentucky and W277CK Princeton, Kentucky were tendered for filing with the FCC. WPKY operates at 1580 kilohertz and W277CK operates at 103.3 megahertz. The assigner is Tiger Media LLC. Members include Joseph P. McEnany,